Beautiful, positive things happen every single day to other people. So why believe that them beautiful things cannot happen to you? And why believe that you cannot stay in a consistent basis of positivity? Hey y'all, it's Kylie. Welcome to the podcast, the Pretty Girl Podcast, Pretty Gyal Podcast, my bad. Now, Sky's not here. She doesn't matter. She's irrelevant at the moment. So just forget about her. So guys, this week I've had COVID. I had a lot of time to think and reflect. I decided that I want to take this channel to like the next level. I wanted to get to 1,000, 2,000, a whole lot of stuff. Mainly because I was scrolling for wigs and I want more wigs. Like I want the wigs to be sent to me and it's going to happen. I'm going to be positive and manifest that stuff towards me. Because anything in this world is honestly possible. I don't know where I'm going with this, but anything in this world is actually possible, and everybody needs to stop being pessimistic. Now, I know it's hard when you have mental issues like depression and anxiety, but the way my counselor had explained it to me is that once you get a negative thought, you have to automatically change that thought and make it a positive one. So at first, I had like all these assignments that I had to do that I overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like literally shoot me. But once you actually start something, you see how it's not actually that bad. Like I was nervous about starting this podcast, but once I started, like, okay, I'm flowing with it. I can edit out a lot of the stupidness that I'm going to say. So just start. And you don't have to get approval from everyone and everybody to actually do something. And you don't have to worry about it because it's better to start something and accomplish a goal than to sit hours thinking and overthinking it and overthinking it and overthinking it. Like that's irritating. And that's what a lot of people do. So it's not fun anymore. It's not. So when I get into patterns like that, I take out my little journal and I write every little thing that's happening that's stressing me out. And yeah, while you're writing it, it does make it seem kind of more real, but it's better to let it go off your chest. Especially if you don't really have nobody to talk to, like you have a little like less friends, especially with everything going on. It's hard to be connected with people. That's sad because with so much social media, you'd think people would be more connected, but they're actually more distant. So yeah. So just write it in your journal and then let it go and let it stay there. Or you could write it on a piece of paper and then rip it up. Because once you write things out, you see that it actually does not matter at all. And yeah, and I feel like I need to have my life together. At 16, I'm having a crisis. But you don't. You just have to take it one step at a time and keep going forward with that. That's what I've been doing. So the only thing I can do right now is like study. Ooh, SATs I'm almost terrified for. But the only thing I can really do about that is like study, go on Khan Academy and stuff like that. And sometimes you're gonna have to be your biggest cheerleader. You're not gonna have a lot of people on your side willing to help you or to study with you or do things with you, but that's fine. You can do stuff on your own. And sometimes you can have more fun with yourself. Yeah, that's how I feel. I generally feel like sometimes you have to stand, clap for yourself, be your biggest cheerleader. Shout out to Sky that made the cheer team. But yeah, sometimes you gotta be your biggest cheerleader and clap for yourself and give yourself flowers, because at the end of the day, people are not gonna root for you until they see you succeeding. And how good is it gonna be for you to be like, oh my God, no, you cannot sit with me, you cannot do this, because when I was struggling, you were not there for me. So like, keep in mind who's there for you now and who's there for you when you're at the greatest place and you're doing so well and you have your car, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to save for a car. But it's kind of bad since I had COVID because I lost a week of hours. But whatever. Just start with your goals and actually save up money. Write your goals down on a mirror or something, or put it on your Pinterest, wherever you see your stuff a lot. And stop talking negatively about yourself and about your goals. Like I said, once you get that negative thought, replace it. It's not easy to do, but once you do it, it's like a muscle, so it gets easier and easier with time. So just replace that negative thought. Or like get up and actually move and just do anything to where you don't think about that negativity. So whether that's playing your favorite song, right now I'll be listening to Telephone by Lady Gaga. Stop calling. That's how I feel, cause shoot, don't call me now. Actually, no, it's been calling. It's like, don't try to vouch for me when you see me good, when you see me actually in person. You should be vouching for me and trying to help me when I'm sick on my head, like rough, like barely can get up out of bed. But now that I'm better, you want to be here for me? No. Okay, that went too personal. But at the end of the day, that shows that you really only have yourself, so you have to do the best by yourself, make yourself happy so that you can be more productive, because sad people are not productive. So take time out or take money out or whatever you have that you can spare to do little things for yourself that makes you happy so that you can be productive. That's very important. People often neglect themselves, think it's work, but then you're going to have a burnout, and then you're just going to be completely negative. And once you're negative, you're just going to attract more negativity towards you, more negative people, and that's just not the vibe at all. That's not what we want. So focus on yourself, vouch for yourself. I'm going to do a better podcast like this later with Sky in it, talking about how to be more positive towards yourself. But focus on yourself, vouch for yourself, do things that make you happy, take yourself out of your comfort zone so that you can push yourself more and more and accomplish your goals. But that was the Pretty Gyal Podcast. Love you so much. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.